Hello ma'am, my name is Ensa Ignesh of class ITB, roll number 21951A1276. So I'm today here presenting a concept video on Python. So my topic is about accessing tuple elements. So let's check the contents. What is tuple? Creating a tuple, accessing elements in a tuple, deleting a tuple, Python tuple methods, advantages of tuple over list, and finally built-in functions with tuple. So let's see what is actually a tuple. So basically a tuple is a collection of objects which are ordered and immutable. Immutable means which are not repeatable, and I mean yeah, tuples are sequences just like lists. The difference between tuples and lists are the tuples cannot change unlike lists, and the tuples use parentheses whereas lists use square brackets. And creating a tuple is as simple as putting different comma separated values. Optionally, we can also put these comma separated values between parentheses also. For example, tuple 1. So here there is an example. Tuple 1 is equal to, opening the parenthesis, single quote physics, comma single quote chemistry, comma 1997, comma 2000. Here is another example. Tuple 2 is equal to, open parenthesis, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. And here is another one. Tuple 3, double quote A comma double quote B comma double quote C comma double quote D. So let's move on to the next. So let's see how to create a tuple. Creating a tuple. A tuple is created by placing all the elements, items, inside a parenthesis separated by the comma. The parentheses are optional but is a good practice to write it. A tuple can have any number of items and they may be different types like integer, float, list, strings, etc. Now here is an example. Empty tuple, hashtag empty tuple, and my underscore tuple is equal to parenthesis print of my tuple, and it prints an empty tuple. Now here's the next one. My tuple is equal to parenthesis of 1, 2 and 3. Print of my tuple, it prints 1, 2, 3. My tuple is equal to, here's the mixed data types. This is one, and 1 hello, and another one is 3.4. It's a float value, it's a string and it's an integer. So print of my tuple, it prints 1 hello and 3.4. Here's a nested tuple. It's a combination of string, list and another tuple, etc. My tuple is equal to mouse comma list comma, and this is a parenthesis. So string is mouse and list is 8, 4 and 6, and the another tuple is 1 comma 2 comma 3. And print of my tuple, it returns mouse as it is. So we can also here we can see that tuple can be created without the parenthesis, and it's also called tuple packing. So here's an example. My tuple is equal to 3 comma 4.6 comma double quote dog. Print of my tuple, it prints as a tuple. So in the previous case we can observe that there is no parenthesis in this example, tuple 3. And next, creating a tuple with one element is a bit tricky. Having one element within the parenthesis is not enough. We will need to a trailing comma to indicate that it is in fact a tuple. So here we can see that if we my tuple is equal to hello, Print of type of my tuple, it gives a string, it returns string. So in another one example, it's need a comma at the end. My tuple is equal to hello. Print of type of my tuple, and it prints tuple. So in another one, my tuple is equal to hello. Print of type of my of tuple, I mean that one. So we can observe that at the end there are commas. In the third example there are no parentheses. So print of, I mean it prints tuple. On to the next. So let's see how to access elements in a tuple. We can access the values in the tuple with their index, just as we did with the list. Nested tuples are accessed using nested indexing. Negative indexing can be applied to the tuples similar to the list. We can access a range of items in a tuple by using the slicing operator. Trying to reassign a value in a tuple causes a type error. So here's a small example, that is marks is equal to tuple, that is tuple 23, 45, 32. So basically we can consider that as in any object or an array, we can indexing starts from the 0. That is the first object, the first element, that is 23, we can consider it as 0 indexing, 45 as 1 and 32 as 2. Print of marks of square bracket, it's mandatory, it is mandatory, right? And of 0, it prints 23. And print of marks of square brackets 2, it prints 32. That is basically it is 0, 1 and 2, like that. Here is another example. It's a nested tuple, and tuple is equal to a string and a list and a tuple. So print of and tuple of 0. So it's a nested tuple. That means this whole string is considered as one index, and this whole list is considered is another index, and this whole tuple is considered as another index, right? And so print of and tuple of 0, it prints the first string, that is first index, that is string Sikandar, like. Print of n tuple of 1, that means it prints this list 8, 4 and 6. So when we see this one, print of n tuple of 0 and another 0 is there, that means in this 0 index, it's saying is there is another one, that means this s. So s is printed. And next one, print of n tuple of 1 and 0, that means in this first index another 0 index is printed, that is 8. That's the difference. So let's see how to change a tuple. Unlike list, tuples are immutable. Basically, tuples cannot be changeable because they are immutable. This means that tuples are immutable. That means the elements of a tuple cannot be changed once it has been assigned. But if the element is itself a mutable data type like list, its nested items can be changed. Let's see how it is. So let's look onto this. N tuple is equal to, this is same as example as previous one, print of n tuple. So it prints the whole tuple. And next one is n tuple of index 1 and another index 1. That means this n tuple, this is one index, this is one, this is another index, 0, 1 and 2. So it's showing first index, that means this list 8, 4 and 6. Inside that index 1 means 0, 1 and 2, means the fourth one, fourth item element. is equal to 23. Means there is this, in this we are updating the element. Print of n tuple. So it prints the string and a list and a tuple. Here we can see the 4 is updated into 23. So basically the nested listed can be updated. Nested tuple can be updated. Similar to the list, we can use plus operator to combine two tuples. This is also called concatenation. We can also repeat the elements in a tuple for a given number of times using the star operator. Both plus and star operations results in a new tuple. So here's an example. Concatenation. Print of, this is for one tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3 plus another tuple 4 comma 5 comma 6. So it will add the both the tuples as 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So here is another one. This is multiplying the list. Print of repeat. This is a string star 3. That means it prints, it multiplies the given tuple. So the repeat is printed 3 times. Next one is deleting a tuple. We cannot change the elements in a tuple. That also means we cannot delete or remove items from a tuple. But deleting a tuple entirely is possible using the keyword called del. So we can use the del keyword to delete a whole tuple. My tuple. So the elements is given as PROGRAMIZ. So we can see that del of my tuple square brackets 3, it gives a type error. That means the tuple object doesn't support item deletion. Means we cannot delete a separate single value. So del of my tuple can delete entire tuple, means it deletes the entire tuple, so it gives none. So next one, Python tuple methods. Methods that add items or remove items are not available with the tuple. Only the following two methods are available. Let's see what are those. So first one is count of x and another is index of x. Count of x means returns the number of items that is equal to the x. Index of x means it returns the index of first item that is equal to the x. So here's an example. My tuple is equal to, it's a given tuple, and print of the total count of element p is, comma, my tuple dot count of p, means the element p, means we are checking how many times the letter p is repeated. So it returns total count of element p is 2, means the element p is repeated 2 times. Next is print of index of L is my comma my tuple dot index of 1. This is L actually. So index of L is 3, means we know that the indexing starts from the 0, 1 2 and 3 and 4. So at the third index there is L, so it returns 3. And next one is iterating through a tuple. Using a for loop, we can iterate through each item in a tuple. So here's an example. Names is equal to Sikandar, Sharath, John and Kate. For name in names, print of hello, comma name. So it iterates each and every element. Like see, using for loop, hello Sikandar, hello Sharath, hello John, and hello Kate, like that. So let's check the built-in functions with the tuple. Or so first function is all of. It returns true if all the elements of the tuples are true, or if the tuple is empty. Any. It returns the true if any element of the tuple is true. If the tuple is empty, return false. Enumerate. It returns an enumerate object. It contains the index and value of all the items of the tuple as pairs. Length of. It returns the length, the number of items in the tuple. Max. It returns the largest value which are given in the tuple. And minimum, it returns the smallest value in the of the among the elements in the given tuple. And sorted. Takes elements in the tuple and returns a new sorted list, and does not sort the tuple itself. Next is sum. It returns the sum of the all the elements in that given tuple. Next one, tuple of, means it converts an iterable, that is maybe list, string, or set, or dictionary, any type of object iterable. It converts to a tuple. So these are the built-in functions with the tuple. Now let's see the what are the advantages of the tuple over the list. We generally use tuple for heterogeneous data types and list of homogeneous data types. Heterogeneous means different and homogeneous means similar. Since the tuples are immutable, iterating through tuple is faster than with the list. So there is a slight performance boost. Tuples that contain immutable elements can be used as key for a different dictionary. With the list, that is not possible. If we have that data that doesn't change, implementing it as a tuple will guarantee that it remains right protected. Thank you.